So friends, welcome back to Blazing Cuba. In this video, I'm gonna tell you a story related to cubing. So let me start. So it was way back in 2020. So if you are people are thinking that why I'm telling it now, almost 10 months later, the story, because a storytelling session never came to my mind before. So I'm telling it now, and time passes away without realizing. Let us get into the story again. So it was way back in December 2020. So it was way back in December 2020. So I had to leave my house due to some important work, due to some complications to be precise. So I had to leave my house and I had to go to my place. So I had taken my cube, though it was an urgency. I had taken my cube because I knew that I really needed it, and it's kind of addiction after you start cubing. You cannot stay without your cube. So I had taken my cube. So after the work that was done, it was around evening. I had nothing to do, so I thought, let me do some cubing. So I sat down and took out my cube, and then I somehow acquired the phone from my mom and started CS timer. I did a solve. So I did a solve, and that time I averaged around sub 26, I think, around 27 or 28, around sub 28, but around sub 28. But that day, the first solve was not even close. It was around 38 seconds. So I was kind of shocked because I normally get bad solves between 35 to 36 at that time, and I suddenly got a 32 or 33. This was the normal, and I suddenly got a 38. So it kind of shocked me. So I thought, no, nothing. It's just a solve. Let me do some more. It will probably get better. So I did. So for the around 20 solves, and none of them were sub 25. None of them. Only I think one was 27 something. The rest were all 30s. So I don't know why I got it. Okay, I kinda suck at cubing, but that is a different matter. So I could not understand why I was doing so bad. So after a few days, I had around 2 to 3 days. I sat to cubing the next day. So after 2 to 3 days, I came back from home, and the results for the last 2 days were also the same: 30, 30, 31, 32 seconds. So I came back to my home. So at home, I also sat to practice at night. So I sat down, and suddenly I was getting my normal times again. So I was kinda relieved. So I thought, why was this disturbing me? So I tried to review it. I could not understand why this was happening. So fast forward 4 days later, I had to again leave my house. Before leaving my house, I was getting normal times as well. Again, sorry. So after I left, so this time I had not gone for 2-3 days. I had gone for a whopping 15 to 16 days, I think. So I had to stay there for a long time. So I thought, this time nothing will happen. I've practiced a lot in the house. It will probably be the same. So I started practice, and again the same thing happened. So I thought, why was this happening? So as you can see, friends, this is the setup where I practice. This is my keyboard. I don't have a timer as well, but I will buy it soon. So I don't have a timer till now. So as you can see, that is my keyboard, and you see its timer, and you can see my table. So this is the table where I set to cube. This is in my room where I make the videos. Where I make the videos only in this room only. So I thought nothing will happen. Let's see now. So I did some more solves. It was the same. So the reason behind this is that I went from the day I started cubing. I do a lot of solves. I mean normal solves, but when I sit to cube, only when I sit to cube, I mean practice with timer, I only sit here in this area, in this setup with my chair, this keyboard. I always put that mat kind of thing below the keyboard, and I use it like that. And the table height depends a lot here. Yes, I have experienced it a lot. The table height depends a lot whether you are getting good solves or not. I mean, if you are used to certain kind of table height, suddenly changing the table height will affect it a lot. So I could not do cubing for the rest of the few days. So I had to practice cubing for the rest of the days in that format only. So after a little bit I got bored and so I stopped. Yeah, it hurts thinking about that. I stopped cubing. But I was kind of disinterested, after getting so ahead in time, and then suddenly a drop, it will feel kind of disappointed. I also felt disappointed a lot. So I didn't cube a lot for the rest of the 17 to 16 days, I think. 20 days, I think. So after I came, I just spent my time watching movies and doing some stuffs here and there. So after I came back, so I again started cubing as well. So it was daily time, and I had to practice a little more to compensate the time, right? Or else I would be lagging behind others. So that's how this table changed my cubing. How this table height just changed my times a lot. I also still now I average around sub 15. I think I average 14.6 something. So whenever I sit on a different table, I always get 15s or 16s. 14 is very rare, and I think 13 or 12 is very different for me, because if I don't sit in my own setup with the keyboard or a timer or a timer, I will get bad solves. So it has become a thing. So normally I only cube in this setup, as you can see me cubing. So friends, I think that's all for today. So if you like this story, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to comment in the channel, comment in the video to be sorry. So that's all. Bye bye. This is signing out, Blazing Cuba. Bye bye, friends.